Hello, and welcome. Welcome to the Fit Over 40 Challenge Show, the number one health and fitness podcast for those of you in the club. Yes, that's right, the 40 and Over Club. My name is Coach Dave, and I'm going to be your coach and host today, and I'm super excited to bring you day 4 of the 6-day Stronger Core Challenge. Okay, if this is your first time listening to this, not sure what I'm talking about. I have put together one of the first challenges for this Fit Over 40 Challenge, and it's all about getting a stronger core, and today we're on day 4. So if you're looking for the other ones, it should be in iTunes. You should be able to see it. It's basically labeled, and also have an opportunity if you want a digital format. I'll give you that to you in a little bit as well. But I've got great news for you. Okay, those of you that have been doing the challenge, we've completed almost. We've gone over half, so we're almost there. So if you've completed all of your assignment stacks the last 3 days, okay, remember we're adding to it every day, then you've gotten past the hard part and your momentum is going to carry you the rest of the way and beyond, all right? So if you don't typically give yourself a little pat on the back, give yourself a pat on the back, all right? Because great job. Now, if I haven't heard from you, whether it be in the free Facebook group, which you can go to allabouthealthandfitness.com and join for free, or send me an email at dave@davemcgarry.com, please do so today, okay? I want to know more about, first of all, what you're struggling with, what's working, how you feel. My whole goal and mission is to, help others get healthy and fit, okay? And so by getting some of this feedback from y'all, I really do appreciate it because it allows me to help continue to grow and to see what I can do to help others, okay? So I'd love to hear from you. So please go ahead and do that. Either reach out to me on the Facebook group or add an email. And I'd love to hear for it. So go ahead and in the subject line, just put day 4 check-in, and I'd be happy to help you, coach you through it, give you some more personalized strategies, whatever it is you need. So just go ahead and reach out to me. I love it. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive into today's nutrition assignment. So you've obviously now done a couple different things. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to do what we call the worst meal fix. All right. So if you remember yesterday, we talked about journaling your way to becoming skinny and losing weight. All right. So right now you should have a full day's worth of food journaling in front of you. So in today's nutrition assignment, here's what I want you to do. Okay, you're going to identify the worst meal of your day, and I want you to fix it. Okay, so here are some recommendations depending on what your nutritional journal looks like or reveals. Let's take breakfast. If you find that your typical breakfast option is full of sugar and caffeine, try to go ahead and replace that with some homemade nutrient loaded type smoothie. Okay, I mean, smoothies are also an easy way to add in some extra veggies. There's tons of different smoothie recipes out there. I think there's even a site, Fresh Green Smoothies. I think that's what they're called. And on Instagram, you can Google that. Listen, if you need a recipe for some smoothie and for some protein shakes, whatever, go ahead and send me an email. Be happy to give you. I got lots of them. I always love to find new ones too. So if you have one that you like, let me know. Okay. But what I want you to do is I want it to be something good, not something loaded with sugar. Okay. So you got to be careful there. But I want it to be something good. Okay. But let's take lunch, for example. Okay. Maybe breakfast is already doing good for you. Let's look at lunch. So if your typical lunch is what I call a coma-inducing high-carb meal, we talked about replacing that veggie swap, if you remember. Try replacing it with an energized salad. So something very typical to that veggie swap, okay? Because the great thing about salads is you get at least almost, you can get that almost anywhere. Again, I got to be a little bit careful here because sometimes I know that, different fast food places promote salads and they're not the healthiest if you look at the total caloric intake, okay? So just be careful there. But most places you can get one, okay? And again, now there's even some pre-made stuff. So if you're lacking time, there's some pre-made salads that are already out there at the grocery store that you can get that are pretty healthy. Okay, again, you got to be careful on the dressing that you choose, and some other stuff in there that might make it a little bit more higher in sugar. But salads is a great option. It's kind of like that veggie swap, okay, that we talked about. Um, and who knows, eating a salad a day for a week could dramatically reduce that abdominal bloat that you suffer from, okay? And it could double your energy and get that lose that unwanted weight, okay? So great option there. I really highly suggest it. Now, in your journaling, hopefully you wrote down if you're eating snacks. That could be another area, okay? So if you typically eat junk food for your snacks, try replacing them with a combination of fruit and nuts, okay, like an apple and a handful of cashews or grapes or almonds. I know a lot of times people are like, oh, you got to be careful with fruit because of the sugar and everything. But again, if you're eating junk food, replacing it with fruit is a much better option, okay? So take a look at the snacks. And then finally, we're going to take a look at your dinner. Now, a lot of times I think that people do pretty well during the day, and it's dinner time that things start to unwind. But hopefully, you've already implemented that dinner veggie swap, okay? If not, if you need to go back and go back. I believe it's day 2. And look at that, okay? Try to replace those starches. And listen, this is something that's hard for me. I'm Italian. I love pasta, okay? But try to replace it with, fresh vegetables like kale, green beans, broccoli, bell peppers. I actually love bell peppers. So look at that, okay? Take a look at that dinner, okay? Now, listen, if the above are just examples of how you can fix the worst meal of your day, and if you're still unsure, choose protein plus vegetable, okay? Take out that carb. You can never go wrong with that healthy combination. I always try to put a protein in every meal. But my downfall is I put maybe sometimes too many carbs. I've got to do the same thing. So look at taking out that carb, put a veggie in there. Okay, asparagus, broccoli, salad. All right. So now, again, remember, we're always talking about stacking. So the nutrition stack here, it's going to be 4 different things. Okay, so today we talked about fixing your worst meal. What is that meal? Is it your breakfast, lunch, dinner, or your snacks? Fix that. Also, continue to journal, okay? Here's the other thing. I want you to journal through a weekend because I want you to see the difference what happens on a weekend as well, okay? So just because we did one day, I don't want you to stop there. I want you to get at least a full weekend, okay? The dinner veggie swap. Again, we talked about that earlier in day 2. Again, take out that carb, okay? If dinner's not your worst meal, but you just need to make that little tweak, that's going to be a double advantage for you. And then you're still drinking those glasses of lemon water, all right? So those are the 4 nutritional stacks that you're going to put on there for the nutrition assignment today. Now let's go ahead and move on into the core exercise assignment. And this one right here is going to be challenging, okay? If you haven't had too much challenge so far with some of the core exercises, this one is going to be one of those that is definitely going to be advanced, okay? So it's the single arm plank hold. So what you're going to do is it's going to be 3 sets times 10 to 20 seconds each side, all right? Now, the single arm plank hold is one of the most foundational core exercises, okay? And it's usually typically done in the forearm plank hold, okay? So this is where you're going to hold your body up, balanced on your forearms and toes, keeping your back flat. This is an exercise to assess great core strength, okay, if you have it. And it's also a great one to throw in every workout to develop a stronger midsection. Now, as I mentioned, and I said single arm plank, so hopefully it didn't confuse you there. I was basically trying to tell you that the most foundational core exercise is with the forearm plank hold. But we're going to throw in the advanced part to this, okay? It's going to be a single arm, all right? So it's an upgraded variation to the plank and adds a whole new level of challenge to you, okay? It's going to strengthen the entire core and upper body. So think about it. You're going to be holding one hand. It's going to hold your entire body. Now, again, you can go ahead and Google this and find the single arm plank hold, or if you go ahead and go to the fitover40challenge.com/core and just sign up. You can get the digital version, and I got the exercise right there for you. Okay, so just want to give that out to you. What happens here is that you go with that single arm, okay, and if it's new to you, I want you to start with just 10-second holds on each arm, okay, for 3 sets. Now, if you feel comfortable with the exercise, hold it for 20 seconds. So go a little bit longer, okay? And then once you do your very first hold, you're going to immediately feel the areas that you're targeting. Trust me, after a few seconds, you're going to know, all right? So let's go ahead and put the core exercise stack all together. Again, today's was single arm plank holds, 10 to 30 seconds each arm for 3 sets. We talked about the high knee runners, getting that intensity up, okay? 15 to 30 seconds. Again, you're going to do 3 sets there. The single leg glute bridge, okay? 15 reps on each side. And then you got the downward dog again for 1 minute. 3 sets. All those are done for 3 sets, okay? Make sure you do that. Now, there you have it. Day 4 in the books. And listen, we are really cranking this out, okay? If you have successfully completed yesterday's assignment, okay, you're doing better than 90% of all the people who start an exercise program. And I know that's kind of sad to think about it, but man, 4 days of exercising for some people just doesn't happen. And if you've done it, you need to give yourself a pat on the back. One thing that I talk about, and actually, I'll just kind of throw this out there. I'm going to be releasing a book, hopefully, before the end of the year. And one of the strategies I talk about is giving yourself a reward. I never really did that much because I felt like it was just part of the deal that, hey, I had to get this thing done. Why should I reward myself? But listen, if you've gotten this far and you've done it, give yourself a pat on the back because, again, you've done more than 90% of the people that start an exercise program. So good for you. And I'd love to hear about it. Again, I can't tell you how much it helps me. It keeps me motivated to hear the success that you guys have. So go ahead and send me an email at dave@davemcgary.com or reach out to me in the Facebook group at allabouthealthandfitness.com. I just want to know because it does help me know that, hey, you know what I'm doing is helping you guys, and that helps me to continue to grow and go forward. So love to do that. I'd love to hear from you. So I'm looking forward to it. Tomorrow's day 5. Man, this goes by quick. And I really am committed to your success. So hope all is well. I hope you make it a great day. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Signing off, Coach Dave.